actual extra life page. I haven't. Oh, apparently the stream is excellent, but it looks so laggy.
I'm going to put it on that one. This one's actually kill this. And use your card. Take that one. Show them both.
All right. Cool. It's got all of ours going.
Yeah.
So it is. Oh no, that was your turn.
I was trying to get like what the proper placement protocol would be.
Well, we remember, so normally the way we've set up the galaxy, that technically still works too. If it's a shutdown point, that usually
I'm gonna place like Cycloptic Gracilius. I'm gonna charge his Pollen Bullet, which is a 3 damage sniper hunter attack.
yeah, that still gets in.
And then this, I will charge its binary fission again. I'm gonna keep this in its elastic judo stance. And
Come back to me.
let me see the wording on this. Okay. Oh, good. And then that'll be my turn.
Melee attack, 1 day. It's blast, so it's an AoE, so we'll get around stealth.
That is your turn.
It's a 1 damage attack.
So is that a new turn?
What do you mean?
Do I heal?
Have it.
Yes, correct. Every time it comes back to your turn is when any of like the, even though we don't have like an upkeep, that's when those would happen.
It's got Swift 1, which lets you do it free move action.
Activating.
Yeah. And that is my turn. And normally movement requires them to spend their actions instead of ability.
Rage Crawler.
That was good.
Okay. Now you can make that really scary.
Because then they get the extra action or something. Swift 1?
So,
What is Angry 2 and Swift 1?
okay, so these are the subtypes. So angry is when damaged,
This one
gain
I can
plus
do the top or the bottom.
attack. So you have angry 2, and you naturally are damaging your things. So you have like a really annoying combo because no matter if you do it
If I
in,
nuke myself.
before you attack, you then are doing. So this first one is a 2 damage. Basically becomes 3 damage, and it can hit anything. And it has Hunter, which avoids stealth and evade, so it just gets really nasty.
Whereas if you put it into my purgatory, it
Gets really nasty.
So then attack turn, I could choose any of these to attack. I don't have to do like this one attacks. Or just
No, everything on the board gets an action. So you get to do,
Everything.
yeah, no summoning sickness, everything, because there's no resource system, and because you're not drawing every time, once it's played and it's your turn, you get to do everything.
and then you still get abilities and most of
And that was his draw 5 cards from an event and then place them on the top and bottom. And he ordered it.
Okay, well that's the case.
top and bottom of the deck. So this is, so you can
I
have
go
top 5 cards in my deck or top 5 cards in your deck.
Yep, so you'll nuke, it'll hit your front row.
Just kind of setting up for next turn.
I'll do it to mine. Yep, so you'll nuke, it'll hit your front row.
In most things in our games, the ability like kind of super broken, but the way our mechanics work is somewhat balanced. But it's good for setup.
So like basically like it's way of looking.
Well, for instance, you could look at my top 5 cards and be like,
Okay,
I really.
and so then now they both now have their own actions.
So then it is on. So
Okay.
since they're both melee, I always just take out your front.
Same with yours, and you're sticking cards that.
I don't want that
I
one.
mean, you can actually, so you have a melee, but it also has this backstab, which says while in front line. So it's like a pseudo range, so it's a modifier. So you actually have the ability to hit something in my front row and kill something, and something in my back row. This is gonna pull out a copy of itself next turn. So I'll basically get another one.
So I'm gonna go.
It doesn't
I'm gonna take
necessarily
this guy out, that guy,
Okay.
and then
But I only say that, but this also is a big damage.
yeah.
So this is gonna do
Something next
3 damage next turn. So, you know, you always have to think of those things. So I was just letting you know, this
Yeah.
will take a copy, but this is more
I
damage.
hate copies. I'm gonna get the copy out.
Okay.
I hate copycats.
Alright, so we'll get rid of this. Oh, and it also, you hit 4, so I'll mill 4. And you will mill 2. Okay. And you get rid of that, and then you'll just have to declare which of these you want to attack in the front row.
It's also worth 0.
Can he make copies?
Yes, but he's not charged to make copies.
So he's gonna come back.
He's an immortal, so he does a 1 damage melee, but he's worth 2 might. That's worth 3 might, but this can guard, so depends on. It's up to you. They're both relatively.
So I don't think you have anything that can get through this one's arm. It's got 2 arms.
I'm gonna take this guy out.
Okay. So you'll do another. What is it? 1 damage, dual strike, so another 2. Boy.
But yeah, but
Okay.
I mean,
And then, did you play a card this turn?
No. Oh yes, I did. No.
Yes, that's right. I did.
and you can attack this one, but it will also boost up its damage.
Just gotta sign up.
Oh.
He also has his own crazy secondary ability to do if you didn't want to attack. You can do setup and just steal the cards or something.
Can I donate something? Oh, this is a charity, right? Can I just donate something?
Mm-hmm. Anytime.
So, pay 20? Yeah. Instead of 15? Yeah.
But yeah, so I think you've done your card, so I think we just have to choose the abilities.
Or just in my turn.
Oh, I got information? Yeah. Billing information? Is billing on my phone fast? You can
I'm attacking that with a double the damage.
So you could deal 4 damage to it total. It would be hitting, yeah, with double damage.
Should I put it to a banner? I have the banner with me.
I mean, if you
Here, while we're playing.
it's your call.
I might as well while we're. I have to get up and go.
I had papers that I could scan the QR codes.
I did the same thing. I was like, so I had to go to. Yeah, I had to make sure I printed something on the way in here.
Do you have yours that goes to your page at all?
Yeah, so that QR code goes to our web page, but our like backer kit and pre-sale page, I forgot those QR codes. But that it still goes to our.
It's kind of the trade-off there.
I think I'll end my turn.
You want to do the middle one, something first?
Where are we?
Yeah, let's hear it.
trade for the 15.
No, good.
What you do is you make your scan,
Okay.
and then you're gonna put your phone in the car.
Move that forward. Deal 1 damage to the gray lane. That's shut down. And I'm going to fold it. And it's going to go to the because you'll automatically
Okay, yeah, so that it effectively ends the first level.
we reset the board.
Get people to donate a little bit.
All this will go to the group.
Yep. No, keep the ones you did not use. Those ones that you didn't play. And now we draw 5 additional cards.
But I didn't fold, so
You didn't fold, but I folded and you had more might. And when I folded, you had more might than I did. So it was automatically.
but I get so because so there's the two ways you can keep this hand is that you fold or you win.
Yeah. Fold or you win with it. Like if I had folded while I had more might than you,
But if you won, still somehow.
if I had folded while having more might than you, it would have gone to you, and you would have had the option to then play another card to end the round with more might. In which case, then you would. You didn't need to because you were already winning.
Yeah, I'm just trying to understand like the conditions for when you get to keep your hand.
So
When you get to
you keep your hand if you got any cards that you haven't played. Those you would get.
that goes back to what is the benefit of folding ahead of time then?
You get to keep cards. You hold on to cards. So like instead of playing these cards, which wouldn't have been helpful, I can just carry them over to the next round. Hopefully,
It sounds like you carry them over. You can carry them over even if you didn't.
if you don't
You
play
didn't
them.
fold. I mean, that was so like the one condition is you fold, and that's the way you carry the cards in your hand to the next battle. Or in my case, I hadn't folded, but I was able to carry my hand to the next battle because
I folded, and because I folded, and you already had more money on the field than me. It means you automatically lose, and you go on to the next one.
specifically, I'm able to hold onto my cards in my hand because I had the round.
You were able to hold on to the cards in your hand because the round was over, and you didn't spend it. So as long as you have cards in your hand and you go on to the next round, those are good. You still had 2 cards in your hand when the round ended, so those 2 cards help go into the next round.
So I guess what?
So regardless of whether you folded or not, when the round ends and you still have cards, those will stick around.
So I guess that brings me back to what's
The benefit of folding was that I had 2 cards that I was not going to be able to win the round with. I knew it, so
also if you lose, you can't hold on. You can't hold on.
I could have kept spending the 2 cards, but it kind of would have been a waste because I knew I was
Basically, you're never penalized if you're losing, and then just wasting cards that maybe might help you have a comeback.
Yeah.
So you can basically just say like, you're gonna win this hand no matter what, so I'm just gonna have extra cards, and I'm gonna whoop up on you next time.
So no matter what you hold on.
For instance, this cryptocurrency card that I have next round, that wasn't going to be useful. So instead, I'm going to discard it in this round to draw something else. So I knew I wasn't going to be able to beat what you had going on over there. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to hold on to these cards, carry them over the next round, see how it goes.
So I guess that maybe
So hold them or fold them.
and is there a scenario where you wouldn't be able to carry over cards in your hand from the battlefield next?
Yeah, you spend them.
Sure. Yeah, but if the battle ends, I guess the short of it is if you have
or if I lose the second round, it won't matter how many cards I have. Because I've already lost the first one. It's 2 out of 3, so.
I guess I was thinking there was a penalty for, like, there was a scenario where you would have to, like, completely draw an entire fresh set of cards.
Well, if you spend all
if you
your
didn't
cards,
spend-
you would
Right, but if you didn't, though, then there was a scenario where you would lose them. That's probably what I got hung up on.
Yeah, you won't. If you like, you're not gonna lose them.
Yeah. And, like, because you're going to the next battle, you don't purgatory everything you have.
No, but if anything you do carry over, you can like when you get to discard and redraw. Say those 3 cards, if you hold those on and you draw 5 more, you can still discard those during that next discard and redraw.
Like I just did, like this was one of the cards I didn't spend last turn. It wasn't going to be very useful. So I was like, oh, that's why I folded, and then I'm discarding it. I'll start discarding this.
So it also potentially sometimes gives you the ability to have a bigger like discard redraw phase by holding on to extras.
Yeah. Kind of maximize the ability to build your hand for the battle.
But yeah, I had. So we should each have 7 cards in hand at this point. I'm behind in battle 1, so I'll be going first. Discarding 1, drew 1. I'm going to play a Mothman Engineer. I'm going to put in his action movie to put the Silver Laser is going to put a Power Ship. His attack does 2 damage. And that is my turn.
I'll only do 1 damage because he has 1 armor.
Yeah, also he's a flyer,
Does it have reach though?
No.
If you want one of these, oh, perfect.
But he's immune to AoE.
Why is there no chat on? Do we have like chats disabled on YouTube or something? I'll have to look at that later.
It's just so complicated.
Well, I got this, but then so this is the extra life overlay. But I think I forgot to finish it because apparently like it doesn't automate. So like if somebody donates on stream, you actually have to go in and like add the person's amount and totals like yourself. Like it doesn't like there's not like a there's no code that like takes it from like an API for. So I was like, I wonder if I could do that. But
Yeah, that's really.
so you actually have to go in like while you're streaming, like for Extra Life and like enter in like this person's name did $10 or so.
That almost makes it pointless.
But they have other overlays that like you don't have to do that. So I'll have to. But at least it has it while we're here. Okay. We are on me needing to play a card and activate abilities.
Anyway, you could do the energy weapon thing, so you can't move and then set up for next turn. Or if you want to mulligan or do something different, that's fine. Still learning.
Okay, I'm gonna do 1 damage here. It has trample, so it'll hit the back row. And then I will do this 3 damage sniper at your rage crawler to finish him off. right, and then
Well, I just put it
I'm
down.
going to play Fertile Cultivation. This is a tactical card, and it says
You can attack.
it says mill 10 cards from the top of your deck into your purgatory. At the start of the next battle, place a cryptid from your purgatory onto the battlefield under your control. So
Say anything or you good?
I can say something.
Give your spiel. Give your spiel.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Online troll. Dogs and game to check out your subtypes.
Fertile Cultivation.
That's my turn. The online trolls dogs and so he can't benefit from the Vader Swift.
Right.
Okay.
Well, I guess I got these guys.
Bye guys, we're going to get started.
You got a sniper, so nothing I do math.
Except for also, I no longer have a sniper. I had to charge that sniper up. I have a melee.
This is it. Not everything I do math. Okay, I'll put this in the back line.
Okay. Okay. So you also have abilities, remember?
Search and play tactical card from your deck.
So that you would.
It's got
This is
3 charges.
so it's typically it's an immortal, so it'll come out next time. But it takes 4 full turns
Got it.
because it has 3 charges. So it means it takes that 4th to go off. So that sometimes is one that you usually play earlier than later.
Got it.
Because it takes, we only have 5 cards, so yep, that regenerates. But you still have these 2 to do abilities on.
Targeted by
Okay, well,
attack ability. I assume the ability from the Rocks Grenade. So its subtypes will be gone except for stealth because this adds it. And then because it's this says
That's how it's supposed to read, so yeah, we're gonna run with that. I'm gonna make a note of that.
so this guy can hit this guy,
But
right?
yeah, no, he's stealth.
What?
This guy can hit this guy with poison or no?
Technically,
Yes, you can prevent him from healing, but he won't be able to heal anyways.
also it wouldn't take
You might as well kill this because it's might, and then you're basically really ahead in might. And I'm, so yeah. But then you can also damage this with the nuke. So basically, or you could.
so that's just like what I use for.
Yeah, so you can kill this and then also damage this more. So yeah.
Oh, I'll kill that.
Okay.
And then I'll nuke.
cover that.
Oh, and these are the 10 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know if you saw this card.
Oh yeah, you showed me that.
Did I show you? Yeah. So those are 10 in there in the purgatory. Did you nuke everything?
Yeah, I nuked everything.
Okay, so
Myself.
it hits 1 on mine, so I'll mill an additional, and you'll
Energy web.
only mill 2 because these are 2 cryptids.
So what the energy
Okay,
web does
so
is you do a stance, turn it sideways, and that'll affect the thing. It doesn't do damage, but it sets up. If you have a second thing, you could set up damage.
okay. You know what? I'll
Plus one damage from all
gamble.
sources. So like, if you had a second, so you could throw this thing.
He's gonna swift
You
up.
would grapple all of these, and then you could, if you had a second attack,
Yeah.
it's a combo trade. Whereas right
I'm gonna
now,
play this.
You could just attack with the venom.
I'm gonna do melee 1 damage here.
Yeah. I didn't,
Did I attack you?
I nuked myself.
Okay. So I'll do 1 damage with this, and then I'll do another 1 damage. Oh wait, hold on.
I guess I'll.
Yes, sniper 1 damage. So I'll get rid of that. And then that will be my turn, except for I will swift this back. It has swift 2, so it can make 2 free move actions in addition to attacking.
Alright.
Got another one of these.
Okay. I mean, that's a dangerous first
My
start.
next battle's gonna be.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah. Okay. So then we go to adding up might
First to 12 might wins.
to see who wins. So you have 5 and I have 10. Okay. Everything that's not immortals gets removed from the battlefield. So the tree of death.
I'm just gonna, this one's gonna
These 2 are removed.
yeah, I'm gonna put one on, they're both gonna stack it on here, so this is gonna,
Where is that?
+4, +3.
This was defeated, so that was in the void. This is my immortal. It comes back.
That is in effect up. Control.
There's an order of operations of how to start the next one, and despite creating the game, I often forget
That
the.
one is now a 4 damage attack.
You have no cards in hand. I have no cards. Lost more battles, so you will go first.
What
So we each draw 5 to start.
is the winning condition for a battle again?
If you end the battle with more might on the field than your opponent,
And this will.
about 15 might to your 6.
So if I don't exceed that on my turn, then you'll win the battle.
I mean, if you
And you also
fold-
get the discard and redraw these
if you
again.
Fold while that, like, so if we went to here and you folded, I have 15 to your 6, so it would just be a win for me.
But if I just place down something for like,
All you have to do to keep it going is play a card. So as long as you play one card from your hand every turn, it keeps going.
so the only other condition then would be is if you had no cards to play.
You had no
and
cards.
your mind was less.
If you had no cards to play or you folded, then that's it. But as long as you keep playing a card every turn, it'll keep going.
Oh, okay. It just all the that API is done on, so they're.
All the that API is done on, so they're
Oh, that was quick. All right. That does work really well. It just goes right on the. Anytime we stream, it's also just automatically on the Extra Life page as well. I didn't know if I actually had to set it up, but so like it's on Twitch, but I didn't know if I actually had to embed it into put in this into.
The first round, I don't actually.
So that's good to see. Cool. Awesome. All right.
I have to win this.
And if you can, oh no, those were still there. If anytime an immortal comes back, you still get to place it wherever at the beginning. Okay. But since that was still there,
But if you did fold, I would lose, right?
you're gonna keep it. Yeah. Okay. And you will go first, so you get to play a card
I can't fold until
so
I
I start a
next
charge,
turn
I guess?
anyway, but if I fold it
and get to play a card because it's your first
I
turn.
have 15 might.
And you get to do all abilities. So you'll have 3 cards that get to do abilities turn
4
1.
whole turns to build up your might.
Put him
Because
front.
you hadn't folded, so you can keep playing cards until you have more might.
Karmic Spore.
So like, I could fold here and say, oh yeah, this is I got grade 15. All it would take for you is just to get enough cards on your side to over.
Potentially.
Yeah.
So you would risk, yeah.
And like, sometimes that might be good. Like if I wasn't in the position where I had lost the first round, I could be like, okay, this looks really good for me. I'm gonna fold, and then you might have to
And then
play
I can start a
2,
charge or
3
what?
Yeah, you get
cards.
all of them. They all get an attack. So if you want, you put him in his.
For instance, happened.
So he can also attack if he wanted.
Which would be huge.
Yeah, he has a 1 damage. Oh, no, I have
That's
stealth.
the other
Never
thing
mind.
you could potentially do is try to set it up. Like, say for instance, if you think you can't win this round, but you could potentially spin this round trying to set up for the final round, so you're more prepared. Or try to force me to spend more cards. That's part of the strategy.
Yeah. Yeah, all of a sudden.
Okay, I am going to discard.
There's no mana, so your resources are.
Right. Yeah.
I'm gonna discard.
That's the 2 things.
Oh, hold on.
No mana. And no
Before I
drawing,
start,
you know, those are 2 things. that
at the
are
start of the
hard
next battle, place a cryptid from your purgatory
to-
onto the battlefield.
This one. That says.
Plus 3 health. So this will go on. It'll basically heal when it gets to its next turn. It would still have the +3 on that. Let's use something for that.
Okay.
Actually, let's put this on there for now.
So not the card I normally play when I do that, but I'm gonna play Fungal Frog.
+3. What I think we should do is we should just have a +3 heart on the to easily keep track of
For what?
Keep track of the health of the character. They give a +3 max health. I thought other things that do that.
Wait, oh, you mean that relic?
Yeah, the relic.
Just say +3 health?
Have a +3 with the heart symbol there.
Yeah, that actually is a good point because we do the same thing when there's a might difference like this.
Yeah. And I think we have other cards that do the exact same thing, so I think we'll just
Yeah. Good idea.
So I just,
No, this is, yeah.
Anytime we like notice like because we're about to go into like our final like reproof like before print that we're like we need to fix that or like we make a mental a little
Constantly tweaking.
okay and I'm gonna discard
but yeah, that's pretty good. You can still
2 and redraw that is not what I wanted. Mike. Or I don't know.
Card is absurd.
What?
Card is just absurd.
You don't like it?
I mean, it's a card.
It is a card.
Out of all the cards we've ever made, it's one of them.
There are a few things in that deck that I've Rob, I've had some disputes with Rob over the
Yeah.
Validity.
I'm gonna play Hulking Saunders ZI. He's gonna do his exponential growth and add a power and armor to himself.
It's food.
I'm not particularly I don't think the deck's OP in any way. It's just there's a few mechanics that I'm just not the biggest fan of.
And I'm gonna do 2 damage to this guy.
I put this down this turn.
They are fatigued, which means they deal -1 damage and take +1 damage from all sources until the start of your next turn. But he doesn't deal damage, and I don't have an attack that can, so it won't make much difference this turn.
Want to hit the troll?
If I could hit him, and so that'll be my first turn. Yeah.
I have a tactical.
Okay.
How do I use it?
So it's just you can play a tactical card just like any other card.
Mothman. Get all 3
I
Mothman.
have an idea.
Or some tactical cards are instants. So it might say reactive if it could.
I have reactive.
Okay. So you can. Do you have a question on it?
I'm just gonna play. Discard any number of cards. Add the equivalent of cards from the purgatory to your hand. So I can pick any card from the purgatory.
Correct. And from your hand. Say you didn't want any of your hand, but you really like.
So discard goes into here.
Yep, that's your purgatory, and then this is the void where immortals will go.
Okay.
So like if I destroy this, it goes to the void.
So I have an idea.
So you can look at anything, and basically this deck.
I'm gonna go into a circular.
This is the
lock
most I've ever
upstairs,
seen the
so
Flora
redirect
deck
the first
get
damage he takes.
milled. But there's
So you need to attack him twice.
almost
to kill him.
no possibility to
Okay.
be
And then what do I
decked.
do with this?
Then, because that just goes away, it goes into your,
You would redirect damage.
and then you got your original card that I kept, and then now you also get to activate abilities, play a card in any order also. So you never have to cast a card first and then, sometimes you do, so.
Redirect it back to that.
So you have your charging,
So these are charged 2 now.
yep, you get to charge them again.
And then I'll this.
Because that regeneration core heals them.
I guess I'll throw a hit at this guy.
So this one you can't. This has
Oh,
stealth.
stealth, right.
I just
I'll throw a hit at this guy
then.
then.
Yeah, sorry, that's got to be an ongoing effect.
Right?
What is it? 1 damage.
Reactivate each turn.
You won't get through the 1 armor.
Does it break the armor?
It doesn't have pierce.
So I will note, at the moment, you do have card advantage. So if you
No,
choose
it does
to
not
hold
get through.
here,
It has. It does, unless it has pierce, but you
would
can
go into the final battle with an
attack
additional card
this,
first.
but
So I like that's not necessarily.
you can. So you can do damage
not
to this.
necessarily going to win, but it's definitely an advantage. Just
I'll do
position to be in.
But I'm gonna guard it with
I think
this
down-
because I have guards.
After having
And so that's how guard. I was just gonna show that. So like you have guard as well. So if you have something else here,
So if anybody wanted to kill this one, I could be like, nah.
if this was in your back row,
Oh.
but guard can also happen no matter what. So you basically could do that like
Resource. Card
also,
advantage is the biggest.
and then you get to play a card because it is your turn.
my Tree of Death. He's back.
You've got 2 card advantage.
Okay, and now that also gets a turn if you want.
Oh, okay. well,
But you may not want
Right.
to if you don't want to put things in danger.
yeah, I'm good for now.
Or you can potentially
Okay,
say...
I have a question about
Yeah, go
this
ahead.
interaction.
Yep, go ahead.
Is he considered an attacker? And so if he takes damage, does he re-damage himself? Or since we're on the same team? Am I forcing 2 characters to eat each other right now?
So
Does Karmic Spore hit the Tree of Death back? So because it says attacker, not cryptid. So it's actually, I can't remember.
So did I just create a scenario where I'm just doing infinite
So we have a
damage?
few old
well, it would just go back to that.
correct, so it
just
does hit it. Yeah,
does
so it
hit
would
but
do one
not-
more.
It would not.
But it's 10 health. So
It doesn't. There's no feedback loop, but yeah. So we'll do 1 damage there if it.
I mean, it also does 1 damage to itself on its
Correct.
own attacks.
Here's one of those +3 night cards.
Okay. So, are you gonna nuke or no? Okay.
You can't have one. You can't put more than $1 card. So you need to have a second 50 back with that.
So if I attack this one, this first, then
Redirect the damage. You can redirect the damage to one of them.
your choice.
Oh no, actually, no, there's stealth. I couldn't actually redirect the damage.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play Infectious Algae Bloom.
It would.
So it's a minus might, and it says cryptids in the same region. There's not any right now, but they don't have innate subtypes. So this does not have guard. In case you put something there.
Oh, it's back upon the attacker specifically. So we go back to him.
So that is the card I'm gonna play.
That would take. So they take 2 damage. They become
I'm gonna do another 2 damage at this to kill it.
And the angry damage is what they took. It's just an angry number, so
Yeah. So right now.
And then
when
I am
it's at
going
full
to-
health, it's +1 armor. When it's damaged, it's +1 damage.
Okay. I'm gonna do a 2 damage dual strike.
Basically,
So it'll do
the armor
2
would
and
go
then
from
2.
Zen to angry. So it would
So
that's 2 damage.
it will do 2 and then 2 for 4.
But this would also mean.
And then it does it does 4 back. I have 1 armor. So it will do So basically it will do 2 and 2. It'll do 2 damage.
This is already regenerated.
And then I will
they're still. So
do 1 damage at you to kill your
what
Karmic
determines
Spore.
that number?
It'll do
He
back
hasn't taken any damage yet.
here.
So he's got 1. And then when he takes damage, the armor.
Oh, nope, then this will go to my purgatory, and then that'll be my turn.
Characters were gonna, just when they were at full health, they got extra durability and they damage. They got extra damage.
So, and then I got my charge.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so
So that
do
plus
this first.
pound is in reference to the number next to the subtype.
Hey, Mike, can you pass me my water jug?
Yeah, let's throw down a tap for. Oh wait, I didn't.
Oh, I need to get some more water.
I'll lose a life. No wait, I'm sorry. This
Also, Mike, when we stream, we should probably just, if for conventions and other things, the sleeves reflect weirdly. So, just as a FYI, probably in a closed loop, they would be fine. I don't know. Not that anybody watches our streams. I mean, they don't.
Can't think that way though. Yeah, play like you got.
Well, the content, having the content up there is.
Content is content in this day and age. That's what we realize is like, now that we're like,
It's all about VODs. Doesn't matter if you're watching live, it's about who watches at 2 in the morning when they're sleeping.
But
we haven't figured out streaming, like how to get audiences on streaming that much yet.
Alright. Well,
Okay, now you get all. Okay, so you did you search and play?
Yeah. Oh, play? No.
I think it says right.
Search. Oh, plus play. Well, this guy's kind of useless. Sometimes when I use it, so I don't really feel like discarding.
Well, then pick a different tactical card.
shooting would be smart attack.
In your deck?
Yeah, sure.
No, you have different tactical cards. There is 4 different tactical cards.
Oh, it's tactical. Oh, okay. I see what happened.
Yeah.
Stance.
The color of the font.
Oh, okay.
It's got 8 total health.
Yes, you should. You have tactical cards that should
And then,
be very usable right now.
and then yeah, you can then use that attack to finish it off.
Okay.
Going back to my turn.
Okay.
Search and play a
So
crypto
that's
from the
4
purgatory.
damage pierce.
Yes.
so
See that? Now you
Oh,
can.
no, I can't because that's got the. Never mind. Stealth field generator, so that's 4 damage. That'll kill that. And then I'm going. This one is going to put. This one is going to put the soldering laser on these. That's going to enhance this one, and then this one is going to go 2 to that. It's pierce, so it's the armor. But now he's angry though, so it's going to do a 3 damage with this next one.
Oh, I see. So that one did 3 damage, but 2 got through because I got
Yeah, this one used its attack to kill stealth. This one used its
Ah, okay.
thing to add power +1 to this one.
Okay, you're good.
This one attacked.
That was just one thing I did, right?
Yep, that was these. So now these charges are gone,
So then now,
and then now you have all your actions of everything other than this.
now we're milling.
Now you're milling to get angry. Yep.
Damage.
Base synthetic card.
Alright.
It's a melee attack, but it's an AoE, so it does not hit that. But I will do another 1 damage to the
Damage to myself.
Chiupacabra. And I think that is my turn.
Oh, this ignores armor.
Yep.
Oh, so they do damage.
Yes, they do damage to this. It was only the karmic spore that didn't do damage.
Got it.
Okay, so this is 3 damage. This is now dead. Okay. How many did you hit? 3? So you mill 3. And you also hit 3.
Alright. And then guy's gonna attack this guy
Okay.
for 2 damage, I think. 'Cause he's angry. So then this guy's dead.
Thank you. Oh man. And I am so close to being dead over here.
I mean, there may be ways to deal with me, but I definitely feel I'm probably in a good position.
Yeah, I think based on what you're saying, yeah.
Okay. That is rough on me. I thought I might have this one, this round.
Yeah, typically my gameplay is I find 3 cards that I like and I just spam them. I'll force them to come out, and then I'll learn the other cards another time.
I had like a pretty nice combo, and it went away because he got one of his Eldritch off.
I mean, those, yeah.
I had 2 against Spawn last round.
But I still have these 2 to be mean.
Yeah, that is mean.
It is mean, and I'm gonna do something before I.
Be mean.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to. I'm gonna play this. Addictive Sap. I take control of it. It remains on your side of the battlefield, but it acts under my control. But it offers you extra might. I am going to angrily attack your Karmic Spore for
Flight, so actually,
3.
Oh, no.
Because
Oh, no,
2
yeah.
plus 1. So it'll do 3 to you.
So it's sitting for, it's
3 will come back to me, making them quite low. And then,
this gives it flight.
All right, yeah. That's what I was thinking.
No, yeah, no, you've got that's a one shot on this dude.
Mike, can you declare the dual strike separate? I can't remember.
You can target 2 different things.
Correct, that's
but
what
it's
I
still a single attack. Well, it counts as 2 attacks. Right?
Correct, but you can target 2 separate.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do,
guess
I
that
have
would
this
make more
melee
sense.
attack 1 damage. It's 2 damage, dual strike. I'm gonna do 1 attack
You can still attack
at here to kill it. So it'll be 2 there. 2 will come back, 1 will get through the armor for 5, and then its other 2 will go here to kill you. So I will kill both of them. And then this goes away. And then I... Okay, that's the card I played, yep.
Alright, my turn. And I'm back.
And you're back.
And I'm back, and we're nuking.
And you're nuking, okay.
Bow. And 2.
Yeah, that would be.
Okay.
And then I do 3 damage to this, which would be 2 damage, right?
Correct. And either way, you just need 1 more to kill it. And I'm down to 0 might, and it's looking pretty scary to come back from this. I really don't think there's any way. Yes, I can't. So, you won the first battle. No.
No, you won first battle.
I won the first battle. Okay, so I'm gonna fold and give you that first battle, and then it goes to a 3rd hand because it's the best 2 out of 3. But we only draw 3 cards this time.
Okay.
1, 2, and 3. Did you have any cards left in hand?
I did not.
Okay.
First,
So these go away.
additional damage. It didn't really matter. I only need 3 damage.
Your other immortal, when I destroyed it, it was technically goes to the void,
But it only counts from
and so
Well, so you threw it down in this region, so all of these things are grappled here. So both of these are grappled. So like this was out there. So if you threw that out before you attacked it, you would have dealt 4 damage to it, which again didn't matter because it only had to be helpful.
When it says from all sources, does that include the rear region?
That would include that would also include like any kind of burn effect or like an ongoing effect or
Okay,
sky.
good.
Like when this
all right.
house-
So
sky
they both come back.
threw that down
We are
first.
tied for battles won.
You don't,
It's meant to- it's meant
you
as
don't
a
incur
combo.
the damage when you turn it. It just
Hand
gets-
size
It's
is.
meant to be it's meant as a combo. So you throw that down.
I have more
throw that down
cards in
here,
hand, so
and then
I'll go
anything-
first.
You attack with anything else, you'll get
Get the plus
some
one.
damage.
Okay.
So it didn't matter in this instance because all you needed to do was throw it.
I actually like that. Okay, I'm gonna play Sanctuary Roots.
So
I'm gonna-
turn. This one is going to spend its action to pump that up,
I'm gonna play Sanctuary Root, the Spectral Bigfoot in the back,
which will finish it off.
and that'll be my first turn.
I'm gonna play.
Oh, I don't know what to.
Play Chrono Crab in the back.
I need to play the card. Or
I'm gonna charge, and then I will charge these 3 as well.
Yep, you get to do everything. So anything every time that it's on the battlefield. I know it feels odd if you come from like a Magic where you're like, what do you mean I can just do things? But that's why we don't have that draw mechanic.
Yeah. Take balance.
I'm going to play Emergency Nanobot
Okay.
Cloud.
Ooh.
Heal. These are all going to get healed.
It's about to get messy on my side.
This
Yeah, it
one
is.
going to take 2 damage,
I
which will
don't wanna deal
immediately heal back when I get to your turn. So that's your turn. That's my turn. I just have to play it to keep it going. I can swift this back.
Search and play a wonder.
And this one did a thing. So that's my turn.
Okay. That's what this is. Search and play a wonder, so that Tree of Death or the other wonder in there, which is something.
Oh, Monster Wonder. Okay.
I'm gonna play the.
Technically, that's yours. That should go in here.
I'm gonna play the other hulking Saundersii. He's gonna do another exponential growth on himself,
It was yours.
and then that will be my turn.
I think you got the stealth field in there. You got the regen core. You got the stasis grenade.
What is this? Clear, cheap viewers on stream. Oh, that's spam. Okay.
I just the Chrono Crab up top now.
Okay.
And then his charge goes there.
Correct. It does, and you.
I get my 1 year. And then I get my Tree of Death.
You still attack with this, or does it have to do stances?
You can keep it stance to keep the thing going, or you can move it to back here so that I can move this forward. That's another thing you can do. Because when it gets back to your turn, it comes on.
Okay.
stance. And then you can
Oh,
choose.
automatically.
Yeah, and then you can choose to stance it again. And you can drop it here, or you can drop it here so I can't move the synthetic card up. Drop it back.
Okay, and then you charge these again.
Specialty.
Well, so if I wanted to attack with the blast attack, I would often
Do crab attack.
Grab attack.
Swift, but if it's grappled, yeah,
So 1 tap, 1 damage.
No, it's a melee attack 2 damage. So the effect is it's grappled. So the first one will get through the 1 armor, but it's grappled. So that means the second one will then get through. So it'll do a total of 3. So, and it's still grappled, where if you were to nuke it, I think grappled takes +1 damage from all sources and cannot make move actions. So,
With that,
3.
this one up here then, or?
Because 1 gets through the first time, it's grappled. Then the second one that gets through is 2. So, yes, got it.
I guess I'm nuking.
Yeah. So this is.
Grapple this one, or you can grapple these 2.
Yeah, you can nuke.
This is actually good because I need to.
Okay, so you're gonna nuke everything. It hits this. I mill another 2 for cryptids. Yours hits 1, 2, 3, 4 cryptids. So there's 1 damage there, damage here. Yep. And it is picking up. And then I think you did everything.
It's my turn. I actually can't play.
And it also hits him. Himself too, by the way.
So I got 15. If you can end, we go to your round. If you can end that round with more might than me, it's a round 2 knockout.
Oh, Mike, doesn't the Tree of Death Tree of Death doesn't get through the burrow, correct?
It does not.
Correct, right? Okay. So yeah, so this
The one thing.
it's the one thing that this has a counter for in the game. So this Sanctuary Roots, it says cryptids in this same region gain the burrow subtype, which burrow is immune from range attacks except from attackers with burrow. And because this is a nuke range, it just won't hit this one. So one of these.
Your chrono crab though, but that's burrow.
Oh yeah, it won't hit your chrono crabs either. So these don't take damage.
Oh, so they don't take that.
Those 2 don't take damage.
Okay. Now we're really just cooking over here.
Now they're even bigger pain in the ass, so I guess I should thank myself for making them harder to kill at this point.
You know, I went over this with Rob.
No, I know. We just discussed this card the other day. That's why I remembered the burrow.
So then you're gonna fold.
Ow.
Yeah, I played my last card, so.
Well, that's an immortal, so it'll stay out. Okay. So you could potentially just
2.
So we reset the board. Or you can hold on to that. And do all the same. So it's your, if you want, it's your call if you want to
Okay,
play
so I'm gonna
that,
play
or
the-
hold on to it. Hold instead.
Yeah, I'm gonna play the fungal frog. I'm gonna do 2 damage dual strike here. So you have 1 armor, and I do not have pierce. So it'll do 2 and then 2. So it'll just be 2 damage instead of 4. And I definitely did want to do that a different way, but I misplayed it. So I'll then do.
Potentially advantage strategy now, but you only have 3 cards to my 4.
I'm gonna attack
Yeah.
this
Yeah, I would play
with
anyway,
this.
so, yeah, I get you.
Gentlemen, I might need to take back this.
That's okay. We can move some stuff.
Okay, perfect. And then it shows not till 8:40.
Okay.
So if we're pretty much done.
Yeah.
So if you want to call it a night, you can.
Yeah, I probably will.
We're probably gonna call it.
That's fine. Thank you so much.
Yep. Yeah, and then I'll let you know how much traffic actually went out.
Yeah.
Alright, I got card cards, so I'll be going first.
I'm gonna get back.
Yeah, what?
So I'll be going first.
It was awesome. Gotta keep doing this. Gotta keep doing this. Yeah. Yeah. Whatever you want.
I mean, market days.
So like
I can do
reasons that one would go first is either because you won the last round, or if you since you both won
Card advantage is the
Right.
the main, and then if you have an even round
Thank you so much, Enrique.
who has less immortals.
Okay, so I'll attack this with this, so it'll get rid of that.
And then if all other things are even,
Do you wanna?
I think we're about at the end, and I think I'm gonna lose.
so this actually having him out was probably a smart idea.
Okay, it's your turn.
Play a Hology medic.
I'm gonna charge this guy.
And then we go to your turn. You can just desync.
Gonna attack one. I'm gonna grapple and attack, which does what? 2
So it'll do another 3, because the first one gets through the armor, and then the second one is doing an additional, so it's basically does the other. Yeah.
So then I'm nuking.
Your turn.
Yep.
My opening
So you'll do nuke. It actually won't hit these because of the burrow, but it'll hit this,
because of that card.
So
and then it hits these two,
First turn of every battle, you can discard. So you can discard any number. And
but not these because these are burrowed. But it hits him, but you don't mill for that.
Second is you get to see my opening play before you read.
And then I'm just gonna.
So you know this guy's coming out. You know he's about to pop up for each turn.
Oh, it's 3.
So he's dead.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the shutdown.
I'll take this
That's
guy.
shutdown. So yeah, starting with him out was probably the right idea. He's made
Spinal Flurry, this guy.
Okay, and what's that one?
Deal straight. Attacks twice.
Okay, so it'll do
2 damage.
2. Yep.
And then my turn, Kaiba.
Okay, I'm going to move him to the front row.
double desyncing, whatever.
I'm gonna play Time Spore. Cryptids and wonders you control gain +1 action. So
Play,
I'm gonna do
one of your gift forms.
I'm gonna do 2 damage here with the fungal frog. You have 1 armor, so 1 will get through.
That's if I have something attack.
It is now
From something.
Cryptid is fatigued, takes +1 damage from all sources, deals -1 from all sources. And then I'm going to do 1 damage melee here. Because it takes +1 damage, that 1 damage will then do 2. It'll kill you. And my Time Spore will give me another +1 action. So I will do 2 damage. 2 damage with this. It's fatigue, takes plus damage from all sources. So this 1 damage attack will now do 2, and I'll kill that in the front row. And then
It's a range attack.
it is your turn.
But it'll still not that he's going to do 2, but that's still.
Yeah, do that.
Play a wonder card.
It's pretty squishy. It's got Pierce, so it doesn't matter about a force field wall. So he's got +1 armor and deals.
When we went streaming, one of the people on our Discord, the Mr. Dead Card Gamer, was like telling everybody on our Discord that we were streaming, and was like, everybody else go watch. So that was pretty cool. So,
It's definitely, we're getting a lot more active lately.
and I mean, we haven't
The
even
ads-
pushed the Discord, so it means they're also finding the link, which is good to know.
And you did the publish, right? And,
Well, our Discord link is like on our website, but our pre-sale, they don't let us put a link to our Discord. So it's on our backer kit, which means either people are going to our regular website from our pre-sale and from the backer kit, or also just from our backer kit. So that means that like people, because I think our Discord link is all the way at the bottom of our backer kit, which means people are reading it, which is good.
Yeah.
Okay, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a wonder card to play.
That's the typical.
I think this.
It's a relativity level.
You have one other, so you have the
have
Tree
one-
of
Normally,
Death.
that's
this
when you want to
choice.
play earlier. Like you could have played that in the first
Yeah.
or second.
So
And then this
Yeah.
way it would have removed something from play, and then you could just
Okay, so
bring
like-
it back at any point. Later.
so like say
So like you could have played this.
like
in the first
these,
round,
if these were in the same region with this attack, would then this 2 damage would be doing 4 damage.
I know. I'm like, my placement's all bad.
Well, so like the way you could.
literally would remove the card from play. Right? But how do they work?
So I don't think only because this would have to be in the front row for you to do it, but
Technically, you
if
could remove it from play.
if this had arranged, you could move this up as its action and not charge it, and then you're in that region. So,
But if I'm being totally, but if I'm
or
being,
you could do another nuke and basically.
one anyway, because that's not
Actually, you can't hit me with the nukes.
Because if I was nukes, I would put on. I was about to pull out a second tree.
Yeah, I mean it's might at the end of the day, but so I mean if you want, you could put this that way. It's not making anything more damaging. Because that's the compromise is that it also things that are in that region take +1 damage.
Okay. 7.
Okay, so you can charge it and the next turn use it.
Only this
Um,
and that would be 7 for me.
and then
So one.
you could nuke, but it would really only hurt yourself at this point. And did you? I don't think you charge that. You could charge that.
Just a
I guess it's
rule.
the next one.
You know what's different than most
Crisscrossing. Well, the number of ways things can play out is so.
I mean, knowing when to hold them and knowing when
Okay,
to
and
fold
so
them,
then
that's,
basically, as soon as like we at the end of the last turn, when I play my last card, it effectively ends, and so then we look at might.
I'm like, oh, I
so,
can only draw 3 cards. I mean,
12
one anyway, I guess. But
to
maybe
what?
one more hand if I had folded earlier on battle 2. And I
Yeah.
would have had
So overall, I won. That's 2 out of 3. So thank you. Yes, thank you. GG. I'm glad we got to play,
Yeah, that's fun.
especially when you're working an event.
I know. Well, I'm glad I finally got
You
the
could
chance
have like discarded that.
to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
But no, that was close. 1 by 1 might point.
I guess these playing mats will be part of the kit.
So actually, we've been figuring out our the new pre-order bonus will include one of these for free. You're gonna get one of these. It's like a 20. It's gonna be we're gonna have a bunch of them anyway. Like the bottom line on these is really good. So, Connor, yeah, we decided we're gonna. The pre-order bonus is one of these mats.
Correct. Yes, the VIP pre-order is one of the maps. I think it'll most likely be a random. Like,
I think there would be a way you probably request.
it'll make it so much more difficult because if everybody can choose and then we don't have the right variety, it'll be one of the few.
Like you couldn't order and fulfill until what they chose, and that would back up things.
Yes, or if they like added it one of the other ones to their order.
Basically, the thing is we have to get 500 of each printed minimum order quantity. So it's not a. And the bottom line, like these are way cheap to produce compared to what we'd sell them for. So like they're good, they're good mark, but. And yeah, they're going to be that pre-order bonus. But there's also going to be a tier on the pledge where you could, like the all-in tier, which will have 4.
Yeah, you can get, like, I think one of the tiers will come with like 2 together, and then one will come with all 4, like the ultimate one.
I forgot where I think I read it, but is there a competition or something where you could get a beta copy of the box?
I don't. Yeah, we don't have enough beta copies left to really.
Wait, you said there was?
I thought
Oh, it might have been a demo. I think we.
it's
Yes.
like such and such will get a demo box, and I forgot what the such and such was.
Oh, so for Extra Life fundraising, if we reach certain milestones on that, I was going to give one to the hospital, to the children.
I see. Yeah.
The demo box only has half the core game in it too, so it's. But the public beta now has the full copy up, so you can, if you have Tabletop Simulator, you can also
I haven't downloaded that or installed that yet. Something about kid. Yeah.
But, I mean, if we do something at CupaCon tournament-wise, we haven't figured out what our like prizes will be for that yet.
That's I forget when that's coming up, but it's like a month from now, or
May 31st.
Yeah, that's gonna be our moment. That's like an industry thing where we get to do a lot of networking. It's a smaller con, but it's very focused on like industry insiders and stuff. So it's gonna be good for networking.
yeah.
Alright, you might help me take some quick. Are we packing up like that?
Yeah, I'm good to go. Can you pass me a box?
Let me get this. Here, this is. Thank you to anybody who was watching on the stream and supporting Extra Life, even if you didn't donate. It means the world to the kids and everybody else. So thank you all. We'll be streaming again, and thank you to. Let me make sure I get your name right. To
Dead Card Gamer.
To Mr. Dead Card Gamer on our Discord for making sure that everybody knew we were streaming. So thank you. We're gonna be packing up, and then we'll be hanging with y'all on Discord. All right, see ya.